Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with another One Piece video, and in today's One Piece video I have round 1 from my locals, and I am on Gecko Moria against a Sakazuki player being forced to go first, and we're going to see what the Sakazuki player has to do. So he's on 2 Don, probably going to drop that brand new, no, he's going to start off with the ability of Sakazuki, rest 1 and play a TCG, and then use the TCG to look at the top 5 cards of his deck and add 1 to his hand. What is he going to add here? Let's find out. Lots of different options he could potentially add. Grey Eruption, Ice Age, tons of cards. And he adds a Grey Eruption here. Okay. Grey Eruption is in his hand now. Very good card. They're going to allow him to kill stuff for free. We're going to go ahead and swing 6k Gecko Moria into life. He is going to take it. And we're going to use the ability of our leader, though. Going ahead and... Well, no, we didn't use the ability. We played Branu and added a card to hand. I didn't see what we added, though. Okay, a bit of glare on the table, I do apologise guys, but we did play the Branu instead of using the Moria ability. Probably wanted to trash some cards though. So he goes ahead and uses the Sakazuki ability, goes ahead and trashes a Sabo, draw a card for turn, then swings 5 into life. We counter with an Absalom, then he rests 4 and plays a Kuzan. Alright, we're going to have a way to deal with that Kuzan. The Kuzan could be very bothersome if we leave it on the board. Going to rest 1 to play Suru, okay, using a 2k counter. Then we're going to go ahead and swing with 7 into life, trashing 2 from the top of my deck, playing Absalom, and returning 2 cards from my trash to go ahead and kill that Kuzan after we Suru'd ability. He does go ahead and counter the swing though, not wanting to take that life, with a Suru and probably a 1k counter. Okay, what's Sakazuki going to do next? So far we've been able to kind of play them pretty well and stopped him from hitting our life. Alright, and he has 6 Don left. What's he gonna... Well, he's got 6 Don to play with, not left. He hasn't even started using it yet. Okay, so what is his plan? So he hasn't used his leader ability yet, so he could go ahead and do that to cycle his hand a bit to see if he can get a better card. Could also play something like a Lucci play to remove 2 cards on the board. If he has he could use the Grey Eruption that he has, decrease the Absalom, kills the Suru and the Branu. If he swings the leader though, he can kill the Branu and the Absalom. So he's going to Grey Eruption the Absalom. Not bad, not bad. Okay. And then what's he going to do? He's going to use lead ability to discard a Hina. Alright, not bad. Getting another card in his hand and setting up for Rebecca plays later on in the game. Resting 1 to go ahead and play another Tashigi. Alright, looking at the top 5 cards of his deck. He's going to grab a Hound Blaze. Okay, he's probably going to use that Hound Blaze to bottom deck the Absalom and increase the Tashigi, I would assume. He does do that. Go ahead and puts the Absalom to the bottom. Then he's going to swing 5 into life. We counter with another Absalom, so we had another one in hand. Then he's going to go ahead and swing 7, which we do choose to take. I don't have a lot of cards in hand though, so it's not like I could probably counter it. But we go ahead and draw for turn now. And we've got 7 Don to mess around with, so we're probably going to definitely swing that Branu into the Shigi. But it looks like we're going to swing 6 into life, sorry. Discarding a Hogback. And then playing Perona to go ahead and make him trash a card in hand. Okay. So it looks like he's going to think for a minute, think about what he wants to trash. He does have quite a few cards in hand. What's the best one? And he does just choose to discard a Rob Lucci, possibly hinting a Moria play coming up. And he does choose to take the life as well. We're then going to go ahead and play our Rob Lucci to go ahead and KO both of his Tashigis. Alright, not bad, not bad. Getting the cards on board, removing some characters. Very good state we're in right now. But he is on 8 Don. What is he going to do with the 8 Don? Moria seems like a good power play here because it gets him basically Rob Lucci and probably a Tashigi or a Branu if he has trashed one. He could also just play Rebecca with that as well, getting essentially 4 characters for 1. Because he could go ahead and play Rebecca from the trash, add Hina. He has a lot of options here. He could also set up some blockers, I guess, instead. But he's going to use leader ability, trashing a Rebecca. Okay. So trashes the Rebecca. Where's he going to go with this? Because I do have the Rob Lucci, I've got the Perona, so he's kind of got to remove both of those right now. Because it's going to put him in a sticky situation with him being on 5 mana. So he goes ahead and swings 5, I counter with a Branu. And then he rests 4 Don, plays Rebecca. Okay, so he had multiple Rebecca in hand. Adds the the Hina, and then rests 4 more to go ahead and play Rob Lucci. And kills both Rob Lucci and Branu after he decreased the Rob Lucci with the Hina. Okay. Alright. So he passes turn there. What are we going to do? We have 9 Don. So if we got a decrease card here, we could do some work. But it depends on what's in my trash as well. Like, do I have something to decrease the board? So it looks like I'm thinking of swinging 5. And I don't see anything to reduce cost. So we're probably not going to play a Moria this turn. But we're going to swing 5 into the Hina. He does counter with a Pudding. Then we're going to swing 6 into life. Looks like I'm not using ability. Okay, so it's probably going to be a Moria play for me, where I'm going to end up playing both Branu and I think Borsalino's in there as well, from what I saw a moment ago. So we're probably going to end up playing Moria, play the Branu and the Borsalina. No, but he does counter, well, sorry, block with the Rebecca to protect his Hina. And then we play both the Borsalino and the Branu. Looking at the top 5, I see a Great Ice Age come into my hand, but we did trash an Absalom. Sorry, not an Absalom. What am I saying? We trashed a Helmeppo and a Suru. Kind of wish you didn't trash the Suru there, but the Helmeppo is definitely a very good card to go ahead and put into trash. It's something that we can go ahead and revive with a Moria ability later on, and especially with Rob Lucci's in there, it puts us in a good position. Alright, so Sakazuki is on 10 Don. He's going to trash a Virgo, though. Okay, getting rid of 2k counters now. Interesting choice. And it looks like he's thinking what he wants to do with his Don. Like, he's got 10 to play with, so he shouldn't have too much of a trouble thinking exactly what. He's going to use 1 to go ahead and decrease the Borsalino. Probably going to end up Hound Blazing that Borsalino. Like, I can already see it going to the bottom of my deck. Okay. So let's see what the play is for him. Rest 2 to go ahead and... Oh, okay, yep. Hound blazes it, as I thought, going straight to the bottom of that Borsalino. Increasing the Hina, though. Interesting. I'll probably increase the Rob Lucci just so you can get a 9 swing in without any, well, Don wasting. Because I can just counter the Hina with 2 cards, well, 2 2Ks, whereas the Rob Lucci I'd need to use at least 3 cards. Maybe planning to use 1 Don instead, though. So swings a 6 into the Branu. And decrease the Moria. Okay. Goes ahead and swings 7 into the Perona. And then 8 into life. Alright. And then plays a Sabo. Okay. Very good position he's in right now. Okay. So where is he going to go from here? He's going to trash those 2 cards. Pass turn. And now what am I going to do? What's my counterplay here? How do I come back from this situation? So we put the Houndblaze back in the trash. Rest 2 to play a Branu, looking at the top 3. I see a Suru and a Grey Eruption that we can add to hand there. That Rob Lucci sadly does have to go to trash. We add the Suru to hand for a counter. Then we're going to go ahead and swing 6 into life. Oh no, into Lucci. And then we're going to go ahead and rest 2. Trashing a Stussy, then trashing 2. And we're going to play Hogback. And then Hogback's going to return Grey Eruption and a Branu to go ahead and return a Gecko Moria to my hand. Alright. That's going to allow some counterplay next turn, which is very good, especially with the Ice Age in hand. We'll be able to remove quite a few cards. And then we're going to swing 9 into the Hina, wanting to remove that off the board, taking away his ability to swing. And then we play our own Sabo, drawing 2 and then trashing 2. And we trash an Ice Age and a Gecko Moria. Alright. We're in a very good position right now. Like, our board is full. He's got 2 life. He's only got a Sabo on board. He could come back with his own Gecko Moria, though, playing pretty much a couple of blockers with the Rebecca, bringing back the Hina, making his board go from 1 character to 4 characters very easily. Okay. So he's going to rest 1 to play a Tashigi, looking at the top 5. What is he going to grab? Grabs a Great Eruption. Okay. Looks like he's thinking if he wants to actually grab the Grey Eruption. Is it the right choice? And he does choose to stick with the Grey Eruption. Like, it's interesting to see what the Sakazuki player is going to do next, because he does have a lot of Don to play with. I have 1 blocker, but I think the best part is that I have 3 life. But he's going to swing 6 into life and then decrease the Moria. I'm going to counter for 2. Okay. And then, is he going to go ahead and do a Moria play? He has exactly 8 done. It looks like he's debating, and he does choose to go for a Moria play. Playing possibly the Rebecca. He does play the Rebecca. And plays a Tashigi. And then swaps out the Tashigi and trash. That's alt-art for his nice one. Or non-alt-art for an alt-art. I'm fine with it. Nicer looking cards, right? Okay, so adds a Virgo to hand with the Tashigi. Then he's just checking my trash, seeing if there's anything worrisome. Then Rebecca ability will happen, which is going to go ahead and add card from trash to hand. What is he going to add is the question. Okay, he's going to add a Virgo back. Alright, pretty good. And then he's going to play a Branu from hand. Alright. Going ahead and getting a bit more searching. Accidentally adding an additional card. Only adds 3. Well, looks at top 3 and then puts 2 in trash. Okay. And then adds a Great Eruption. Sorry, a Hound Blaze. Not a Great Eruption. He's added quite a few Great Eruptions this game. But Sakazuki is a more consistent deck now, so it makes sense. Okay, so we got a couple of swings that can happen this turn. Looks like I'm going to swing 6 with Hogback. Okay, so 6 going into life with Hogback. Does choose to counter it for 2. We're going to Ice Age the Subber. And then we're going to rest, get rid of the Hogback, playing Moria, and then removing the Branu and the Suru, which is going to let us play Rob Lucci and the Helmeppo, to go ahead and remove both the Sabo and the Rebecca. Okay, so we got rid of both blockers, which is very good for us. Then we're going to swing 5 into life, probably. Alright. What's he going to do here? So we're going to swing 5 into the Branus. Okay, so we choose to go into the Branu, then we're going to... And I accidentally tried to swing with Rob Lucci. For some reason. I think we had a little talk about how Rob Lucci could be doing stuff later on, and then my brain just got confused. And then I choose to swing 6 with the Subber, which he does choose to counter as well. Okay. So what's Sakazuki going to do on this turn? Got a lot of Don to mess around with. I am on 3 life, though. That does put him in a bit of a sticky situation. If he does try to go for life, then I'm going to be able to run him down next turn. If he doesn't try to go for blockers, then once again, I'm just going to run him down, right? So he's kind of got to think of what's the best play. Maybe removing characters. So he can only add the Ice Age, so he does choose to add that to hand. And then he's thinking if he wants to use 4 Don. From the looks of it. Splitting it into 4 and 4. There's the standard play for Sakazuki, playing 4 drops, so makes sense. Okay. But what's the plan then? I'm gonna rest 1 to actually Grey Eruption the Moria. Okay. I mean, he does have Houndblaze in hand. So if he decreases the Moria 1 more time with like an Ice Age, he can go ahead and remove it with a Houndblaze. Potentially go for the other Gecko Moria. And yeah, he does go ahead and Ice Age the Gecko Moria. And he's going to rest 2, Houndblaze it, increasing his Gecko Moria. Alright, so he's probably going to try and swing into my Moria, the other one. Yeah, so he goes ahead and swings a big number. I think that's 12? No, 13 into the Moria. And he's got 3 Don left. Probably can swing a decent chunk into the Subbo. Could swing 8 into the Subbo, or could swing into the Helmeppo and the Subbo. His play is clearly to remove some board. The smart play would probably be put 3 onto Sakazuki and then swing into the Subber, right? Or if he wants to get lucky, he could swing into the Helmeppo, I guess? Okay, so Helmeppo swings. Helmeppo dies, and then he tries to go 7, which we do counter. Alright, so we draw for turn. We're going to swing 7 into life. He only has 3 cards in hand, so the chances of him winning now are pretty much 0. Goes ahead and takes the hit, and then swing massive life, and that's GG. And he shows that I think that was his last life, the Helmeppo there. So, yeah, guys, that was round 1 of my locals. Honestly, Sakazuki and Moria is one of the most skillful matches right now, so it was interesting to see some back and forth gameplay and kind of talk about what he could potentially do to clear my board, because Moria is a deck that gradually gains advantage as the game goes on, but Sakazuki is just one of those very combo complex decks that kind of you have to think about the right play and do math to find kind of clear the board a bit. So it's interesting to see the 2 decks go head to head, so I hope you did enjoy that. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And just a thing, my opponent was someone who's currently started a podcast called Dual Space, so please go check that out. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh themed podcast, so if anyone who likes Yu-Gi-Oh, go check it out. It's actually pretty good. I listened to it myself and I'm enjoying it, especially seeing as they talk a lot about the locals that I went to for Yu-Gi-Oh. So anyway, hope you did enjoy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Daughters, signing out. Later on.